Welcome to another episode of Cooking with the Kids with Jose Wojciechowski, YouTube Jose Wojciechowski, PSN Nando891. Welcome everybody. It's a beautiful Monday down here in West Palm Beach, Florida. Yesterday was really hot. Stayed inside most of the day. But today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be preparing Korean barbecue ribs with vegetable fried rice and seasoned bok choy. Here are some of the ingredients that we'll be using today. Soy sauce, hoisin sauce, simple ketchup, and sweet chili. All of these products are somewhat inexpensive. You can pick up at your local grocery store, and it's going to be a great meal for the kids and for your family if you choose to use this. Bok choy is a great Chinese cabbage. And for the gardeners out there, it is very easy to grow and very inexpensive to purchase at the supermarket. It is a cabbage, so you can saute it up, you could season it and blanch it, you could boil it, you could do just about anything. What I will be doing today is utilizing a little bit of this for my fried rice and blanching off the rest with some salt water and butter for the kids, but that's not going to happen until later. Like I said, we are going to have Korean barbecue ribs, and those are going to take a while to cook. So what we're going to do is we are going to get the ribs in the oven, seasoned with salt and pepper, and we are going to pretty much boil them in the oven for about 3 hours. In that liquid, we will have some of the barbecue sauce made from here, and that will soak into the pores of the ribs. All right, so we got our onion sauteing and bacon fat. Once again, everybody, utilize what you have around the house. If you made breakfast this morning or even yesterday, you could utilize that bacon fat. There's nothing but goodness in there. There's rich flavor in there. Right now, we're going to take our mixing bowl and we are going to mix in our goods. So I'm going to get my hoisin in there. Now, guys, when you're doing this, you're going to want to leave your sauce a little thick. Reason being is you're going to cook your ribs in seasoned liquid. And you're going to take that seasoned liquid after those ribs are cooked and all those flavors are in there. You're going to add a little bit into your sauce, your barbecue sauce. So it's going to loosen it up a little bit. So in the beginning, if it's thick, it's all good. So I got my hoisin. Hoisin is really, really good. It's really strong. I really don't have a rundown about it, but you can find it at your supermarkets. Ketchup. Everybody knows that, everybody puts ketchup in their damn barbecue sauce, so it is what it is. Put some ketchup in there. Sweet chili sauce, guys. I love this stuff. This stuff right here. You can make shrimp with it. You can dip shrimp in there. You can dip anything in there. Egg rolls. Just about anything. I love this stuff. So I'm going to put a little bit of it. It is sweet, hence the name. But it's also going to mask that ketchup, flavor. Rice wine vinegar. Not much. Guys, everybody who knows my episodes, Cooking for the Kids, this is episode 9. Little mistakes you could fix. Big mistakes you have to start over. So in the beginning, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. If you need more, taste it. You need more, add it. It's pretty simple. Soy sauce. Be very careful when you're messing with soy sauce for everybody out there. It is very salty. So I'm going to dump a little bit of it. That's where the brown sugar comes into play. Be generous with that sugar, because the saltiness of that soy sauce needs that sugar to interact together and kill some of that bite. So what I'm going to do right now, guys, and this is awesome. You guys get ready. I'm going to take these beautiful sauteed onions in what? In bacon fat, and I'm going to dump them right in the goodness. Get our little mixing thing. Whisk. Guys, anybody could go to the store and buy Sweet Baby Ray's or any kind of barbecue sauce. I happen to like Sweet Baby Ray's a lot. But anybody could do that. But this right here is just a different twist on it, man. I mean, barbecue is barbecue. Don't get me wrong. It's a pastime. But switch it up every once in a while. Try different flavors. Alright, so I have everything incorporated in my barbecue sauce. You know what I'm missing? Some cilantro. I'm going to take some of my cilantro right here. I'm going to chop it up. Guys, if you have ginger at the house, do the same. Add some ginger. It so happens to be that my family doesn't really care much for ginger, so I'm gonna just add. I'm not gonna add that in right now. Usually, what I do is I put a little bit of something that my family doesn't like, whether it's onions, peppers, ginger, jalapenos. I'll add a little bit in at a time, and what that's doing is it's mind effing them. You know, it's playing with their brain. It's getting them their palates trained and you know, trained for that flavor. All right, so I got cilantro in there. I might need a little bit of more brown sugar, but like I said before, little mistakes we could fix. Big mistakes, you got to start all over. There's my sauce. We're gonna play with it. We're gonna tweak it. It's gonna be perfect. Alright guys, so our next step, Himalayan sea salt, fresh garlic. We're going to get that chopped up real quick. We have our sauce done. Our sauce is the hoisin, ketchup, soy sauce, brown sugar, cilantro, what am I missing? Sweet chili sauce, rice wine vinegar. We got everything incorporated. The garlic, it doesn't have to be a neat, you know, small dice. It could be a rough chop, because we're just going to rub that all over the ribs, and we're going to get those ribs working here in a second, because obviously that is the longest process. So let's get a rough chop on these bad boys. There's nothing like fresh garlic in the house, right? I want to thank all of my PSN watchers and all my YouTube watchers. Thank you very much for tuning in. I love doing live shows. Guys, when you do ribs, it doesn't mean you have to go out and buy brand new pans. If you have a pan this size and your ribs are a little bit longer, that's cool. You could either A, I don't recommend it, cut it, or B, just kind of fold it into the mix. It's going to cook. It's going to cook. Alright, so we got our onions. I want to get a little, our garlic. I'm going to get a little bowl in there. Now, this is for the goodness. Get our ribs right on the table. Let's get them up. Okay? Make sure our hands stay clean. Alright? Better yet, if you're going to use seasoning from your cabinet, what I recommend you do is take a small bowl and dump what you're going to use in there. That way you don't have to dip your hand in bags. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to dump in some Himalayan sea salt, some oregano, A little bit of onion powder. Some adobo. Everybody knows I'm Puerto Rican, so I cook with adobo. It is what it is. Yeah, my oven is preheated. It's been on 350 for the last 10 minutes. Before I started the show, I always do my prep. Turning the oven on and getting my camera ready and whatnot. Okay, so we have our little herb mixture right here. It's nothing too special. It's simple. I'm going to blast this real quick. I'm going to blast it real good. Woo! We're going to rub it down in there. Let's get all that goodness up in there. All right? There's one slab. Let's get some garlic beat in. I got that in there. It's longer, but I made it work, okay? I have 2 slabs, so I'm gonna have to use 2 pans. There's no question about that. This one's gonna be a little bit more trickier because it's not as deep as that one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place my ribs in there. There we go. I'm gonna get my salts, all my herbs. I'm gonna get it all working in there. No, well, make sure if you do have product, whether it's poultry or pork, in your sink, you want to sanitize your sink before and after you cook. And the best way to sanitize it is with nice hot water, soap, and a little bit of elbow grease. All right, so what we're going to do right now, guys, is we got our ribs ready to rock and roll. I'm going to add water, and I'm going to add a little bit of that sauce. So, let's get some liquid in there. This liquid is going to have a steam effect on the food. It's going to break down those fats. It does not have to be submerged. You just want liquid in there. It could be semi-submerged. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get our ladle or spoon. And we're going to take some of that barbecue sauce and we're going to get it up in there. This is going to allow it to cook into the meat while you're cooking it in the oven. It's also going to flavor up that water, and you're going to pretty much make a stock. And then you're going to use that water to add into the rest of this sauce to loosen it up. All right, so let's get some. I'm going to push this aside real quick. I'm going to wipe down my area. We're going to get these bad boys wrapped up in some foil, and we're going to get them rocking. These are going to go for a good 3 hours, guys. So, it's something that you might want to consider doing at 9, 8 in the morning.